Once upon a time, in a small town in the Midwest, there was an old farmer named Tom. He had lived on his land for over 70 years, and many of the younger folks in town would stop by to ask for advice, whether it was about farming or life itself. One sunny afternoon, a young man named Jack walked up to Tom's porch looking troubled. He had been trying to start his own farm, but nothing seemed to be going right. The crops weren't growing, the animals were sick, and the equipment kept breaking down. "Tom, I don't know what to do," Jack sighed, sitting down on the porch. "I've tried everything. The harder I work, the worse it gets. Maybe I'm just not cut out for this." Tom, who had seen many hard seasons in his long life, smiled softly. He leaned back in his chair and nodded slowly. "I understand, Jack. I've been there myself." Jack looked up, curious. "Really?" Tom chuckled, his eyes twinkling. "Oh yes. When I was about your age, I thought I was going to lose everything. But I learned something important along the way. Something that's helped me keep going, even when times were tough." Jack leaned forward, eager to hear what the old farmer had to say. Tom pointed to the field behind the house where crops were growing tall and strong. "You see that field? It didn't always look like this. Years ago it was dry, cracked earth, but I didn't give up on it. Every year I'd plant the seeds, and even when they didn't sprout right away, I kept watering them, kept tending to them. I learned that it's not the amount of rain or sunshine you get that matters the most. It's the patience and care you put into it." Jack furrowed his brow. "So it's just about waiting?" "No," Tom said, shaking his head. "It's about believing that the effort you put in will eventually pay off. Life works the same way. It's not about instant results or giving up when things go wrong. It's about sticking with it, doing what you can, and trusting that in time, things will come together." Tom paused, then added, "I've seen good years and bad years. But the key is to keep moving forward, even when you feel like you're not making any progress. Every small thing you do, every step you take, gets you closer to where you want to be." Jack sat back, taking in the old man's words. "So, you're saying I should just keep going, no matter how tough it gets?" "Exactly," Tom said with a smile. "It's not always easy, and it won't always be smooth. But remember, you're never alone out there. The work you do, the patience you show, it will all pay off in the end." Jack stood up, feeling a bit lighter. "Thanks, Tom. I needed to hear that." Tom nodded, watching him walk away. And as Jack headed back to his farm, he felt a renewed sense of purpose, knowing that the road ahead might be long, but it was worth traveling.